Mate, we're starting now. Okay? Listen, mate. Like, we got you the hat and stuff. Your suit's coming. It's on the way. We're sort of in process of making it. But yeah, I couldn't have you walking around naked on the ship anymore. So, you got that. Okay?
Kind of liked it.
Hello and welcome to Beyond Talk, a show where we talk about all sorts of media, but in space. How hard is it to say?
I told him last time, man.
I keep forgetting.
New Mutants coming out in cinemas in August. Should it come out on Disney Plus instead? That's what I think. Stop fidgeting! What's the problem?
Have we started? Look, can I go to my poop spot?
Yeah, you can go to the poop spot.
Yeah, poop spot.
You mean the toilet?
Yeah, toilet.
Two hours later.
Oh, there you are. What's that?
Oh, sorry.
No. What is that? Open it up. Show it to.
It's my poop box. What?
What is that smell, man?
I mean, it's...
Mate, it's his poop box, mate. He's got a poop box. There's absolutely no reason to do this in this ship, okay?
It's poop.
Yeah.
Poop.
Exactly.
It's manure. It supplies nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. Speeds up decomposition, lowers the pH of the soil.
What?
Poop makes plants grow. Yeah.
Yo, I gotta see this.
You don't need to see it, mate.
Close it, man. Close it. You're
Yeah,
a strange
close it,
person.
He's weirdo. Listen.
Oh, how are we gonna get this smell out of here? It's not like we can open a window or anything.
We got rid of your box. Please don't do that again, okay? You don't need to. We have plenty of fertilizer, okay? We don't need any extra we just need you to be the engineer. Just act normal. Can you do that for me? Just act normally, alright? Let's talk about New Mutants, right? Do you see what they did with New Mutants?
What they didn't do with New Mutants.
Okay, so New Mutants was meant to be released 2 years ago, okay? And it's still delayed, but recently they uploaded a 2-minute intro of the film, so you can see the first 2 minutes of the film, and also they said it's coming out in the cinemas in August. I don't believe that. What they should do is release it on Disney Plus. What do you think about that?
You know when we used to get like bootleg DVDs and they sell them out on the streets? I feel like that's what they should do with this movie. We waited for so long that it means nothing to anyone. It may as well be like just on the back.
It means so much to me. I think the director's name is Josh Boone. It means so much to me that Josh Boone gets to see, at least he gets to see his film out and about. At least he gets to have some sort of, take on what the public think of his film. Spending so long, all this like hard-earned time and effort, and also like the actors as well. I'm sure Maisie Williams thinks it's cool. I forgot the guy's name from Stranger Things, but he got arrested with cocaine on a plane. It's like with the Snyder thing. Like if someone makes something, okay, and then it gets like made on the web or never released, that's just really sad.
When it started, it looked awful. It kind of looked like...
It's great.
What was it called again? The Gifted?
Yeah.
Runaways? Cloak and Dagger? Was that what it was called? I'm pretty sure it's all the same terrible Marvel thing that they've just churned out lazily because they knew that the cinematic universe was doing something great. And now they're just like, oh yeah, we forgot about this. It was in the back of the cupboard. But oh wait, quarantine. We'll just pull that out and sling it out there because no one cares what we watch right now.
Yeah, but it's not coming out on VOD. It's coming out in the cinema. It says it's coming out
VHS.
in video on demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
VHS.
It's not the same thing.
We all had one, Dave. It's the box with the little plastic square.
It should be coming out on video on demand, but it's not. Okay, it's definitely not coming out on VHS. It's coming out in the cinemas. I want to see it in the cinema, but it's not going to happen. The reason why is because cinemas, especially in the UK, they're not reopening. There's no point in landing the ship back on Earth if we can't go to the cinema. But I would happily watch New Mutants on Disney Plus. We'll watch it on some sort of bigger screen we have here.
It looks awful. It looks appalling.
I don't understand. How can you say
bad.
that? It looks amazing. Look, I think it looks great. First of all, right, you ain't seen a superhero horror film, right? The last good one, in my opinion, was
Legion.
Blade 1. Legion? It's just not horror, man. It's just
I was scared.
it's just a bit naff.
Big
no,
chubby
but
guy.
I loved it. It's really creepy, like Shadow King and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see the newest trailer? I turned it off.
I wasn't scared. It looked like every other superhero thing.
No, okay, maybe
Even I can
at
admit
the
that.
end when I forgot her name, Anna Taylor-Joy's character. Maybe at the end when she's like leaping and stuff, that's really superhero-ish. But there are these things chasing them in the asylum. It looks good. Before the Fox was bought by Disney, we basically were getting, we were getting interesting mutant films. Dark Phoenix was really plagued with horrible reshoots and stuff. But at the end of the day, like I still think it was better than Apocalypse. I'm not even lying.
Oh no, I think it was better than Apocalypse. Too.
Yeah, soundtrack.
I liked it.
Soundtrack, beautiful. Action sequences.
So cool.
Yep.
So cool. I stand to this. It is the best depiction of superhero battles that's happened yet. As in just what the powers look like. They have combos. You never see that. And even in Civil War, it's just mostly just like kung fu fighting and Iron Man shooting stuff. But this actually looked like they were his laser beam bounced off something, and they all team up, and then it's cool. It's cool. It's
to be honest, man, I think
scene.
the fight scene between Doctor Strange and Thanos is really still to this day probably some of the best sort of superhero thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I'm talking about combos.
Yeah,
teamwork.
I know
it's
what
cool.
you mean.
I like the teamwork. I like that because that's the point in X-Men is the teamwork aspect. They're all working together against it.
Look, I'm sick and tired of Cyclops just shooting with his eyes. In the comics, he can fight. Can we see some fighting? The whole point is that Cyclops is the leader and he's supposed to be this sick fighter and stuff, and he can, he's better than anyone at fighting.
Cyclops is crap.
If you like the comics, you like him.
I think the main point of today's talk is just about how
The X-Men franchise has failed.
How is Marvel going to incorporate mutants, even though they set up the Inhumans in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in Inhumans TV show? When it comes down to it, I think that the reason why I'm so excited for New Mutants is because it was a little taste of when superhero films were films rather than a franchise. Or when, don't get me wrong, Dark Phoenix was a really bad example because that was part of a franchise. But in terms of New Mutants, that was a completely new thing that they were going to set up. It was a new tone. It was a new cast. Even the aspect ratio is, it's big. It's not widescreen. It was trying to do something new, and it felt really like Sam Raimi-ish. And I'm
so new that it's old.
I like the retro feel it has. It feels
like Stranger Things with X-Men.
Don't say that, mate, because Stranger Things has not been good for a while. To be honest, I'm happy doing the show, but I am a little bit upset that we still haven't found Matt. He could be anywhere, and also Mel's supposed to. Speaking of Mel,
You talking about me again?
yeah. How's the Navcom going?
Navcom.
Eating again. Fix the Navcom so we could find Matt, so we could find other people. All right. It's a little bit lonely up here.
Lonely?
Why are you always? He's
Four of
always
us now, man.
always eating. At the very least, save me a piece, mate. I haven't had any melons. Can I have the last piece?
This is really nice.
I really appreciate that.
Navcom.
Yeah. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he pushed Matt off the ship. Just so he could, yes, for the food.
Oh, I found some more apples.
If you're not careful, mate, he'll eat the inside of your box. Going back to New Mutants, straight up, I just feel like the reason why it needs to come out is because it looked. Are you okay, mate? You seem to be lost.
Mutant news.
Okay. Yeah, news.
Mutant news.
Mutant news. Yeah. Wow. The reason why I'm super excited about New Mutants is because it doesn't feel like it's set anywhere, really. It feels like its own thing. It has its own take. It has its own tone. It doesn't
like DC's Doom Patrol.
Almost, yeah. Except for less wacky. I like the look of Doom Patrol. I haven't seen all of it, but it had a good tone to it. But I mean, what Sam Raimi did with Spider-Man, where he sort of he gave it that horror.
New Mutants in the same category as Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yes, because it has a particular tone and take. It takes itself very seriously in a horror-esque way, and I think that
you're gonna eat your words when it comes out.
Man, I'm pretty sure I just saw a fly around here. Okay, how is there a fly on this ship? I'll tell you how, mate. With your box.
Exactly. Nutrients.
Nah, man. New Mutants for sure. It needs to come out. It needs to be seen. Put it on Disney Plus. It's not going to come out in cinema. If it does, I'll be very, very, very excited. I will land this ship. I'll tell Mel to land it because he's the pilot, and then we'll land the ship, and we'll go cinema watch it, and then we'll go back up here.
And if you can't watch in the cinema, watch it on VHS. Clearly we're very divided.
Your VHS doesn't exist anymore. Okay. What VOD means is video on demand. All right.
My gran begs to differ.
Okay. Well.
She loves Titanic.
When was the last time you saw your gran? How long have you been living on the ship for again? I personally think New Mutants is exactly what superhero audiences need after their bitter taste of Justice League, after their bitter taste of Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know, the ones that just don't really feel like that they're great and they don't like stand on their own as just a film, right? I mean, not a long ass TV show.
Like Justice League, you're waiting for that, and fair enough, that might be good, but it's a load of waiting for almost nothing. And you're doing that with New Mutants. It's basically like Fassbender says.
It's always the same thing, Charles.
You're always sorry, Charles, and there's always a speech. But nobody cares anymore.
Alright, so I really want to see New Mutants. You don't want to see New Mutants.
Not really, no.
What do the people of Earth want to see?
If you do want to see it, comment.
Please.
If you don't want to see it, don't bother.
Mel, Cael doesn't want to see New Mutants. What do you want to see?
Naked people.
Well, no, mate, that's stopping. Naked. No one's naked on the ship anymore.
Come on, man, let it all out.
Don't. All right then. That's the end of today's episode. I'm Dave.
I'm Cael.
And Mel, can you tell him to roll the outro? Just tell him to roll the outro. Tell him to roll the outro.
Roll the outro. Roll outro.